ain't had no choice.
All right, here we. Where did we learn to glue stuff down at?
No more glue. They use our glue, so I had to get it out of there. That's how it came out. You just squeeze down in it.
Okay. Graphing quadratics. The first thing you do is you're going to plug in these x values every single time. Because we trying to have class and people just, I don't know what's happening. Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So every single time you're going to plug in these x values and you're going to use those to get your y values. Now, after we plug in and get our y values, what do? And make a parabola. It is a parabola, not parabola. We do not have a disease. It is a parabola. Does everybody understand? Why? Are we ready? Okay, so let's do our first one together. What you're going to do every time is you're going to plug in -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And remember, we've done t-tables before when we graph a linear function. This is not linear. It's going to make a curve, and you're just going to plug in the things for x. Isn't it magic? Yes. Alright, so you can write it out each time. Like you could write y equals -2 squared, and then y equals -1 squared. But we've been doing this long enough that I feel like we could just plug it in. What is -2 times -2? Positivo.
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 4. Negative.
4. Look at you go. Alright, now the reason is, it's because it's -2 squared, you get 4. Alright, so what's -1 squared? Positivo 1. It's -1 por -1.
I say negativo.
Positive 1. A negative times a negative is a
What does negativo mean?
negative. Okay, so all we're doing is squaring our numbers. Does everybody understand? What is 0 squared? 0. What is 1 squared? What is 2 squared? 2 times 2 is 4. Sweet Jesus. Does everybody see where we got our numbers from? Okay, now what do you notice about the y values?
They were positive.
They're all positive, but what else?
They're half, like -4.
Okay. And they're what, Bryn? They're repeating. So, Natalie, you're right. They're halves or they're the squares, right? Okay. And Bryn, they're repeating. What numbers are repeating?
1.
Does 0 repeat? There's only 1 0, but how many ones are there?
4.
There's 2 ones. How many 4s are there?
2.
Awesome. Now let's plot it. How do we get to -2 4?
You go left 2.
Left
2 up 4.
All right. How do we get to -1 1?
You go left 1, up 1.
No, miss.
Yes.
Sí.
And then origin, you go 0 0.
Origin is 0 0. And then 1 1.
Right 1, up 1.
And 2 4.
Right 2, up 4.
Take 2 points. Now, do our points also repeat?
Yes.
They do. Yes. So now you're going to connect them with a U. What is our vertex this time?
0.
0 0.
Oh yeah, I got it right.
And what's our x-intercept?
No tiene.
0 0. What's your y-intercept? 0 0. What's your axis of symmetry? 0 0. Now, right here, it says our vertex is 0 0, and that point doesn't repeat. So how could we find our vertex on our table?
En el medio.
This is already done.
No. I just want you to be able to look at this and tell me how you can find it on the table.
Sorry.
It's the middle.
It kind of. But what do you notice about this point compared to all the other points? It doesn't repeat. So the vertex is the point that doesn't repeat. This is your vertex. So when you're looking at your table, look for the point that doesn't repeat.
Okay.
And you want your numbers to repeat. That's the point of this. Now, a fun fact here. Look at your graph. How many units away is this point from our axis of symmetry?
4.
2.
Oh.
And how many units away is this one right here?
2.
2. How many units away is this guy? And how many units away is this guy? It's going to do that every time.
No, miss.
Every time it's going to do that.
No.
And then from your vertex, you go up 1 and right how many?
1.
And then you would go up how many for your next point?
4.
And right? Yeah, it's going to do that every time.
No, miss.
It's your perfect squares. It does. Every time. It's magic.
Brujería.
Oh, yeah. We're going to practice some more, don't worry. And I'm going to show it to you again and again so you can see how it shifts and everything. Okay? So now let's look at example 2. What is different about the problem on example 2?
It's negative.
It's a negative x squared.
So negative times
Mm-hmm. So we're going to use negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2 again. Now, we're going to square negative 2. So what's negative 2 squared?
4.
Positive 4. Because it's negative 2 times negative 2. And then you have a negative out front, so you're going to make it a negative 4.
Same as the next one.
So what's a negative 1 squared?
Negative 1.
Positive 1.
Positive 1, and then you make it negative, so it's negative 1. What about 0?
0.
Alright, what's going to be your answer for 1?
Negative 1.
And then for 2?
Negative 2.
Negative
4.
4, because remember to square it. Now, which of those is our vertex? 0, 0. Why is that our vertex? It doesn't repeat. Take a point. Alright, plot that without me. Plot those without me. Plot the points without me.
No.
Yes, Jordan.
No. No, teacher.
Ronaldo, do you have...
Ouch.
Oh, snap, boy. This is my eyes.
It's in your notebook. Are you done plotting your points? Let me see your graph. Okay.
Sí.
That is not right.
Sí.
No. Good. Take a point. Good. Take a point. Es negativo 2, negativo 4. Izquierda, arriba. No, abajo. Good. Take a point. Negativo.
Negativo 2, negativo 4.
No, you went arriba. Abajo. Negativo.
Ah,
I don't know why you're yelling at me.
ya entendí, mi
Good.
gracias.
Take a point.
Mucho thank you.
Alright, did everybody go left 2, down 4?
No, mi. Espera.
Other than Jorge? And then did we go left 1, down 1?
Sí,
0, 0.
sí. Sí.
Right 1, down 1.
I love that ring.
Ay, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, ¿por qué?
Shit it with a game.
Every day.
No comprende mi.
No comprende you.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
Alright, how many of us got this graph right here?
Yo.
Take a point, children. Good job.
Después de una hora, pero.
Alright, where is our vertex on our graph?
0.
Cero.
0.
0, 0.
Okay, what's our x-intercept?
0, 0.
What's our y-intercept?
0, 0.
What's our x-axis? I mean, our axis of symmetry.
0, 0.
Okay.
Corazón de llore.
Now let's do our magic trick. How many units away is this one right here?
Dos.
2.
Dos.
And how many units away here?
Uno.
What about
Uno.
this? Get that off your lips and stop.
No, miss. Es mi piercing.
It is not. No. I will yank it out.
Es mi piercing. Miss.
Get it out. No. I'm not playing. No. I'm not playing with you.
Ah, miss.
Okay. Now since it's negative, you go down 1, right 1, and then down 4, right 2. Are you ready to practice where we add some numbers to it? Let's do it.
Can I get some water first?
No.
Can I get some water?
I'm thinking about it. I'm talking.
You're fine. Alright, turn the page to 34B.
¿Dónde?
Alright.
Oh, that was good.
Graphing quadratics. And we're going to call this example 3. Okay. On the left, Elias, it should have gone on the left. Thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to graph it when it's y equals x squared plus 1. That's the first one we're going to start with. Y equals x squared plus 1. Alright, so we're going to use the same t-table that we've been using. And what points do we use?
Negativo 2, negativo 1, 0, 1, 2.
Good, take a point. I don't need you to help me. Silencio. Alright. Are we ready?
Ya.
Okay, so we're going to plug this in for x, and we're going to see what our y value is. Do we need a mo?
No.
Okay, so we're going to do negative 2 squared, which is what? Positive 4. And 4 plus 1 is 5.
Mira entender.
Okay, so remember, we're still just plugging it in for x. So we write y equals negative 2 squared plus 1. Negative 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 1 is? That's it. That's all we're doing. Are we ready for the next one? So we're going to plug in negative 1 right here. What's negative 1 squared? Negative 1 times negative 1. Squared means you multiply by itself. Positive 1. 1 plus 1 is?
3. 2.
Okay. 0. What is 0 squared?
0.
And 0 plus 1 is? Okay.
Juan.
No, stop.
Juan.
1 squared is?
1.
And 1 plus 1 is?
2.
Alright. 2 squared is?
4.
And 4 plus 1 is?
5.
Okay. Now our vertex is the one that doesn't repeat. Which one doesn't repeat?
1.
So this is our vertex.
Chillin'.
0, 1.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Ready? Okay. Draw your coordinate plane. And since we're going up, we're going to make our y-axis down here. Or x-axis. I got excited. So this is x. This is y. Alright, so let's plot negative 2, 5. What do we do?
You go left 2, right 5.
Hey.
Alright, somebody besides Reggie and Jorge are going to tell me how to get to negative 1, 2. Alright, Damien.
Brendan.
La maestra ya no me quiere.
You don't know how to plot negative 1, 2?
I know how to do it.
Left 1, up 2.
Damn it, what's wrong with you, bro?
Alright, how do we plot 0, 1?
Cero.
Don't go nowhere.
Arriba
A la
uno.
derecha.
Arriba 1. No, derecha. No, arriba. So why?
Uno,
I
dos.
got it.
Wait,
Uno. A la derecha.
which way? Tell me where to go.
I know where to go.
For 1, 2, tell me where to go.
Ah, derecha.
Derecha?
Y dos arriba.
Yes.
Oh,
I know where to go next.
Alright, tell me the last one.
For me,
no sé.
you're gonna go up. Go over 2.
Over's not a direction.
Go right 2.
Oh, don't go
Right.
Hey, man, be quiet.
Go right.
Right, 2.
And go up 5.
Good. Now, do we connect it with a V or with a U? A U. A U. Not a. Not a. Not a V.
The origin is 0, 1.
Like
Does it need tape?
Vertex.
Oh, okay. Alright, and then 0, 1 is the vertex. What is our y-intercept?
0, 1.
What's our x-intercept?
Cero, uno.
What's our x-intercept?
Middle of the game.
Do we have an x-intercept?
No, me.
No, no x-intercept. And what's our axis of symmetry?
Cero.
0. Alright, ready to try one without me? You're going to do this entirely without me.
No,
It's
me.
Yes.
easy anyway.
No.
Ah, ya no
Then
comprende.
stop talking and do it.
You don't even call me.
I just called on you. Now please be quiet and do your work, and then maybe I'll call on you.
For that last one.
Okay, then I won't call on you again if you're going to complain about it.
Alright. Call me. I better do the whole thing.
Alright, x squared minus 1. Work it out. Make your t-table and graph it. If you plug in negative 1 and you hit squared, it's going to give you negative 1. You have to put it in parentheses. Use parentheses on the calculators. Does everybody understand?
No.
Use parentheses. Also, you should be able to multiply negative 1 times negative 1 without a calculator. Okay.
Wouldn't that be 0, negative 1, 0?
No, it would be nigga 0.
Oh.
No. What is it?
You definitely don't know.
Negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2.
Tres.
Negative. Stop. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. Okay? Negative 1 squared, which is negative 1 times negative 1, and that is
Uno.
positive 1.
Positivo uno.
1 minus 1 is
Cero.
0. 0 times 0 is
Cero.
0 minus 1.
Negativo uno.
And then you have 3. 0, 3.
Okay, that's why
I hate that 3 is
I had it just like that, and now the graphic is even
Okay, I know it was.
The graphing?
I don't even know how that's due to me.
I never.
Okay.
Así mi.
Bien.
Muy bien. Muy bien.
Well,
I think I'm just getting confused with all these zeros.
Okay. So you take it a point at a time. And if you get confused, cover it up. So we're going to plot negative 3, 2. Which means since it's negative, you're going to go left 2. And then it's positive 3, so up 1, 2, 3. Is everybody with me?
Sí.
Then it's negative 1, 0. So you just go left 1.
Sí.
You have a question?
I was just want to tell you how to do it.
Okay, can you tell me how to plot this point?
You're going to stay in the same spot for a vertical. And then you're going to go left 1. Wait a minute. Did I say it right?
Uno hacia abajo y ya. Uno hacia
Oh,
abajo.
no. Yeah.
It's
You gonna
0.
go negative.
You go down 1.
Like, I
Yeah.
just said Y and X.
Okay, now for this one.
Uno hacia la derecha.
You're going to go over 1.
Over's not a direction.
You're going to go right 1. That's positive side. And then you're going to stay in the same spot. And then you're going to go right 2. And then you're going to go up 3.
Good.
Yeah.
Take a point.
Yeah.
Do I connect it with a U or a V?
Ah, maestro.
What is that? You went negative because you just aren't listening.
0 negativo 1.
Alright, and the vertex, as Jorge keeps telling me, is 0, negative 1. Do we agree?
Sí.
Is that also the point that doesn't repeat?
Sí.
Trying another one without me. Because y'all scaring me.
Okay, that time, I got it this time.
Yo no, ¿verdad?
Yo no, ¿verdad?
Do I need to thump you in your head again?
Sí, miss.
Okay.
Can we flip the page?
If you need to, yes. Alright, y equals x squared plus 3. We're going to go crazy this time.
That's not crazy.
I know. I was being sarcastic.
Ey, como
Ey.
que... Mira, ya está viendo mi novia.
I don't care what they do.
Mi novia,
Hey!
mi.
We still have 3 minutes, so we shouldn't be packing up yet. And I don't have to let you go before the bell rings. So what'd you get right here? Eric's going to tell us what our Y values are.
Bye.
7.
4,
Okay.
3, 4,
See?
7.
Good. Alright, tonight you have 2 homework problems.
Oh, ya.
Mommy! Hey, y'all be quiet, bro.
I can give you more.
Be quiet.
Sí.
Hey, yo,
For real, chill.
yo. Hey, that's what it is.
That's fine. Keep talking. I'll give you more homework problems.
Y'all doing that homework problems. 1 and 2.
Mm.
1, 6.
I was only going to give you 2, and then you just kept talking. You doing all 5.
Aquí cabe otra, mi. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5
5.
más.
5 más.
Para Ever. Para Ever.
You have 2 minutes. You're not going anywhere yet.
Voy a tomar una pizza.
Hey,